What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be unboxing and also installing this new Roadanvi Android car stereo for 5th Gen RAV4. It's going to be for 2019 and newer. This stereo here is definitely going to be a big upgrade compared from the one that came with your RAV4. But before anything else, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell so that way you guys can notified whenever I upload a new video. So yeah, aside from that, let's get into it. And let's try to find out what's inside the box. Okay, so first off you have this instruction manual here. You have all these manual and the installation steps. Should be pretty easy, but we'll find out though. So everything is pretty much labeled here, and it looks like you have your warranty card that you can mail in, and you also have the user manual here, and it comes with all these cables that you're going to be needing for the installation. So it looks like this one says power cable and accessories cable. So you got this one bag, and you also have this plastic trim tool, so you don't have to use a screwdriver or flathead screwdriver to open your radio. And then we're going to be removing these. I think this, actually we still have another bag of cables here. This one here is labeled as power cable, and so you got everything here. So altogether you have 2 bags of cable and accessories, and you have this plastic trim body trim tool and all the user manuals. And then now we're gonna go ahead and remove the actual head unit. All right. Dang, this is actually huge. So here at the back, you have all the connectors right here. So these are all the ports where you're gonna plug it in. And this one is still sealed. I guess this is from the quality control. And you have all the ports here, a connector that tells you which one is which. And let's see what else back here. You have it looks like a 10 amp fuse. You still have the plastic or the cover or the protector for the screen. But overall, this is a huge screen, guys. So look at that. So yeah, so this is what comes with all these. So now we're gonna try and install these on the RAV4. Okay, so we are here inside the RAV4 right now. So basically what we're gonna be doing first, we're gonna pop out this trim right here in the back by using the tools provided, or if you already have one, you can get one, anywhere like AutoZone, Amazon, or whatever it may be. So yeah, we're just gonna try and pretty much pry these part here so we can remove these piece. So let's go ahead and remove it now. Just kind of work your way through from like left to right, kind of find where the actual clips or pins are at. So and pop it out, and there you have it. So it just pops out really easy. You have all these tabs right here. This is how it's going to look like once you remove the plastic piece that covers these. And you have pretty much 2 bolts here, and you have another 2 bolts on this side. So we're going to remove those bolts using, I believe it's going to be a 10 mil. So let's go ahead and remove that. Then after we remove those bolts, we can pretty much remove the actual head unit. Okay, so what I'm going to be using to remove those bolts, it's either you have a deep socket 10 mil, but in my case I don't have that, so I will go ahead and use an extension to reach the bolt at the bottom. So let's go ahead and loosen those bolts. And just be careful not to drop the bolts inside of it, or it's gonna be hard to get them back, you know what I mean? Okay, so after we remove all the 4 bolts that actually holds the head unit, we can start pulling this head unit out. So basically we're just gonna pull it out. It's being held by 2 clips, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that now. There you go. So just kind of wiggle it and pull it down. And I'm just gonna put some rag or some protector sleeve here, so that way I could hang it. So you got some clips right here, and you guys could see all the wires back here. So we're gonna start disconnecting all these and just kind of try and remove these one by one. Pins here. Actually, before I even remove these, it's just a safety habit, or you know, what I normally do is I take a picture of it, so that way I know which one to go where in case I need to put this back on. So I'm just gonna take a quick photo of these, and then I'm gonna start removing all of the cables. All right, so I just finished taking all the pictures of these. So now we're gonna try and unclip or remove all these cables. Start with all these. Start the ones from the top. This one here. All right. So for these, for these clips right here, let me set this down here quick. So you have these on the back of it, you have these tabs right here. So just make sure before you pull it out or yank it out, just press on these, so that way kind of release that tab right there, so it's going to be a lot easier to pull out. So remember, push on this tab and then pull it out. That goes on the it's pretty much same thing on the other cables. Push this thing down, then pull it out. So there you guys have it. So this is the old unit right here. Okay, so I do actually have the old head unit here. So what we are going to do next, we're gonna have to remove this clips right here and transfer it over to the new one. So I believe the new one does not have it. Okay, so I actually had an issue about removing these clips right here. So I mean, I don't really know if you need a special tool to remove those clips, but what works for me was I kind of grab a tweezers real quick and then kind of pull this tab up and pretty much pull it up like that. Okay, so I'm using a tweezers. I'm not sure if that's the correct tool or the right one to use, but hey, that works for me. So I've been trying to pry it out with, you know, just a tiny flathead screwdriver to pry it out, but it's not coming out, especially this orange right here. Just make sure, you know, take your time, take it easy, because you don't want to break that plastic clips. The red one is actually a lot easier. So there you have it. I already pretty much remove all those clips. Now we're gonna transfer it over to the new ones right here. We're gonna just slap them on, then we're gonna do all the wirings, and then we're gonna start putting the actual radio on. All right, so we're gonna put these clips on. So I guess just gonna have to push this down, and then we have another one here. Same thing, we're just gonna push it down. Same thing on this side. Just gonna put these clips on right here. And you also have one more for the orange one. All right, so we should be good on this clips. And now we're gonna connect all the cables that comes with it. So you got these accessory cables, and you also have this power cable. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so I have pretty much everything connected on the back of the head unit. So the only one that I have left would be the SIM card reader. I don't think I'm going to use this one here. And also the microphone. So this stereo or this head unit already comes with a built-in mic. But I think for, you know, better reception, I guess, or so people can hear you a lot better, I'm still thinking about installing this external mic. I'm just gonna find a way to route it inside of there, and also the GPS antenna or signal. I'm gonna try to reroute the wire here, probably going down here by the compartment, probably tucking the wire here in the side, and I was planning on sticking the GPS antenna here. And as far as the 4G antenna, probably gonna connect it, but I'm not gonna leave the actual antenna outside. I'll probably just hit it somewhere in the inside. So we'll see how it goes, and let's go ahead and connect all of these together. Okay, so for the GPS antenna, I actually just pretty much found an opening right there at the side. So I just kind of dropped the antenna and it came out right here. The wire for the GPS, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'm just pretty much gonna run the wire under the actual compartment all the way to the side. So what I did on the side panel, move this panel right here. They're just being held by these clips, so you can just pry it open, so that way we can run the GPS antenna here on the side, hide the wires on the corner here, down here, and going up to this area right here. Okay, so for the GPS antenna, I actually wired it. I hid the wire right here on these corners. So going down this way, and I run it right here all the way here to the side, and it's kind of hidden, you can't really see it. And it runs right here under the glove compartment and going up and sticking out right here. And now we're going to try to find a place for the mic. Okay, so for the mic, I'm just going to probably just stick it right here, right above the push start button. So I just run the wire right here on the corner, and I'm just going to leave it like that. So just a short routing of the cable, and then we're just going to tuck everything away. And now it's time to pretty much connect everything back together. Okay, so I decided to reroute or route the SIM card and also the two USB port. So I route it or run it on the same place where I had the GPS antenna. So kind of push them down there, and it came out here by the glove compartment. So I'm just gonna leave these pretty much inside the glove compartment. So I don't really know if I have a use for these, but hey, I mean, I'm installing it right now, so might as well run it now, so that way I don't have to worry about it later if I decided to use these. Okay, so I got that. It's just a bunch of wiring, but you know, everything should be good. Everything should be like a plug and play, and your USB port, it goes right here. There. Goes right here. And I'm gonna connect the red to red. Auxiliary right in. So they're all labeled, so you're not gonna mess it up. Got that, and then we got the white one. Get your white cable out. Get the white one, and the next we're gonna grab the yellow, the video. Pretty much just straightforward, color coded, and then when it comes to the these big wires, I think they're all pretty much the same. Or do I even have to connect all these? Now it's time to connect all of these. Okay, so everything is plugged in. It still looks messy, but we're gonna tuck everything in nice and clean. So far we left the those white and black connectors right there, and also that blue one right there, and also these ones right here that came out the actual old radio. So we don't have a cable that goes with it, so you're leaving those two, black, white, blue, and that gray one. So we're not gonna need those. So we're gonna tuck everything in and put everything back together. Before I put everything back, I'm gonna turn on the car, see it would actually turn on. Make sure we do have a power before we put everything back together. So let's go ahead and try it. There it is. Looks like powered by Android. Looks like it's loading up, and let's see. It's probably booting itself. Device is starting. Perfect. So yeah, it looks like everything is working. So I will go ahead and turn it off and put everything back together. Okay, so everything is connected. It looks messy right now, but as you can see, we are leaving that black and white cable that's coming out of the car, and also these white and blue cables, and there's another black cable like these. So we're gonna leave those we're gonna leave those off. We're not putting anything, or we're not connecting anything on those. So this is gonna be a total of 4 connector here, and the white and black, and also that blue one right there. So a total of 4 that we don't really gonna use. So we're gonna leave those unplugged and just put everything back together. Make sure everything's in there correctly and neat, and we'll put everything back. Okay, so I got pretty much everything snapped in place. I made sure all the cables are tucked nicely, and I'm just gonna put the bolts back right there, and then yeah, so far it looks pretty good. All right, so mounted up and installed. So this is the 4K antenna. I just route the wire right there, stick it underneath that dashboard, and I have my mic, external mic, mounted right there. And like I said, the GPS antenna will be up here, right there in the very corner of the upper right windshield. So overall, the install was, it's a little bit complicated at first. It's kind of intimidating, but it's pretty much straightforward. All right, so everything is installed right now, so it looks pretty nice. It's definitely a lot bigger screen than the original ones. So overall, I like it. The controls on the steering wheel works fine. So we're gonna do the volume right here, and then the back and forward button also works. The only thing that I noticed that it did not actually work was on the dash right here. So when you select the music, it does not show the source or the song and the title of the actual song. And also, if you hit mode, it switch it out from AM FM. For some reason I'm not getting any signal, even if I park the vehicle outside and press the mode again. It moves into this mode right here. I'm not really sure what mode is this. It says okay, so it's going to be the auxiliary and Bluetooth, and then going back to Google, and then to music. Let's try that. Nothing. And video again, and then you press home. So pretty much, yeah, everything looks great. This one actually have a lot of features in it. You got the navigation, speedometer right there. You got a radio, phone link, and these are all the apps. If you slide it to the left, you got your auxiliary, car assistant. So there's a lot of features on this particular head unit. So you got albums right here. So you got some sample ones, and then pretty sure you can access that. So go back to the home screen. Well, the good thing about this one right here, it has this gyro. I think it's called a gyroscope. So I do have a rooftop tent on my car. So this one here would actually show you if you're level, and also the coordinates or the compass, you know. So this is a great feature right here that I like. So the only thing that I'm missing here, for the actual radio, I do have a subscription for the Sirius satellite radio, and I didn't notice this one here does not actually support satellite radio. So I'm missing out on that. So that's the only downside about this radio right here. I don't like the fact that it didn't come with a satellite radio, but you know, it's okay. We're just gonna cancel my subscription. But if you guys know any way around it, if I could, you know, add like an external player or radio for satellite, let me know. Leave me a comments down below. So I'm still getting used to this head unit right here. Like I said, there's a lot of features right here, all your settings and all that. So I'm gonna play with that later. I will probably do a follow-up video as far as the all the features and all the settings and all that. But right now I'm just gonna keep this radio about, you know, how it looks, how's the installation. So the installation wasn't really that hard, so yeah, aside from that, everything looks good. Everything is perfect. So yeah, so I will see you guys on the next video. I'll probably 6 months from today I'll do a follow-up to see how I like it and to see how it actually performs.